Hello everyone, welcome to Eve's Succulents. I just wanted to introduce myself and let everybody know that I live in the state of Connecticut. I am lucky enough to live in an apartment that basically has no sun coming through the windows, but I wanted to show everybody that you actually can grow succulents indoors, even though everybody's going to tell you it's an outdoor plant. Not everybody has the ability to be able to do that. So as you can see, I've set up this very large succulent shelf. We have many Korean succulents. You're not going to find all of these bright colored succulents here in Connecticut. A lot of these do come from California. There's a few things that you do need to have besides just the grow lights itself. You of course need to have airflow. That's a big one. Succulents need to stay dry. So of course I do have an oscillating fan that I keep on most of the day. I'm keeping my lights on about 12 hours each day. And there's some basic tools that I really do use a lot. And not all of the pots, of course, have a saucer to catch the extra water. So these nice little drain pads are awesome for bigger pots. We have a few little water bottles, of course. We have our canister here. We have a spritzer, which is great for the jades because, of course, they love to be spritzed. And also I have a few Thanksgiving cactuses, which also like to be misted occasionally. I have this little bottle here, which is wonderful for my little props that I have been growing, which I will show that a little bit later in the video. And then of course just your basic tools, tweezers, a little brush, which is good to clean up your succulents every once in a while. They do tend to get a little bit of dust, so it's important that you keep them clean. And then of course my soil reader. It's not a tell-all, but it has been a huge help, especially since I'm still new and learning still about succulents, so that helps. But I also make sure to really go based on what the succulents look like. If the leaves are soft, if they kind of fold like a taco, then they for sure need to be watered. They do like to be completely dry, and then soaking them with water is the best way to go until they come out of the bottom of the pot. Now, let's see. And then of course, I don't only have my succulents, orchids. My orchids do very well in the windows. They get their 3 ice cubes each week, and they seem to be very happy there. And then we have this big, huge succulent here, which is some ogre ears. I'm pretty proud of this plant. When it came, it was pretty much, I didn't think there was any hope. I'll actually post a before and after picture a little bit later. It's pretty impressive. The older leaves are just starting to die off now. Kind of the cycle of life. The old leaves die off and then the new ones are coming in. And then, let's see, I thought this was really interesting. My husband got me this for Valentine's Day, and this is a jade heart. I have 2 more Thanksgiving cactuses here. One is actually a baby that I propagated from one of the big ones. I just took a few snips off. I wrapped it in a paper towel and wet the paper towel and kept it in the windowsill until it started to get roots, and then I just put it in some soil. Seems to be doing rather well. And then I have another succulent shelf over here because the other one wasn't quite big enough. These grow lights aren't as strong, but they are good for some succulents, especially my mother of pearls, who seems to get sunburned quite easily. I've had to move it around quite a bit, and it seems to be happy with this amount of light, and it loves to have light on top. So this has actually grown quite a bit. At one point I think I had maybe 1 string of pearls, and now it seems to be flourishing. We have an Aeonium. This too used to be struggling. loves the light, lots of heat. It's finally grown to be somewhat compact. It was a little bit exfoliated before, but seems to be doing wonderfully. We have another jade over here. This is one of my newer ones. We have a lucky bamboo that has some crispy tips. I haven't yet figured that out. It could be because of temperature change. It could be maybe the water that I'm using. So I'm going to try to get some distilled water today. And then we have some of my newer succulents, which is string of turtles, Hoya. We have a variegated jade back there and some of my darker collection, Echeveria. We have a pretty cool pickle plant, a cactus in the corner, and this is a lipstick succulent. Down here we have ruby slippers and bear paw, along with some props that I took some leaves off of succulents that didn't make it, which I'm glad, because now I have more than I did before. So I know that, you know, I might have lost a few when I had them in the windowsill. They were getting exfoliated. They might have developed some fungus because I didn't have airflow. So these shelves have obviously helped substantially with the growing process, and I'm still learning. There's many different kinds of succulents, and I continue to get them from California. You know, who the suppliers are getting them from Korea. Just amazing looking succulents. I actually got a box in today, so if anybody's interested in seeing me open those up, I would be happy to share those with you. And I think that that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. I hope everyone enjoyed my little collection, and I will talk to everyone later. Have a great day.